In this episode, I'll be exploring deep within a mysterious forest. A forest that has clearly had an interesting history. Yet, it is unclear what most of the area was actually used for. The various items left behind seem to prompt more questions than they do answers. Join me as I hike along the trails and go beyond. I'm TheSimpleHick. Welcome to Jewell Park. The 63-acre Jewell Park is located just beside the Bellevue Cemetery in Bellevue, Nebraska. In recent years, it has become home to a dog park with sectioned off areas for large and small dogs. It's also known for its 3.5-mile long bike trail that some people describe as similar to riding a roller coaster, with challenging climbs, twists, and turns. When walking along the trails, you'll find that it is heavily wooded and home to a wide variety of plants and animals. The local advisory report indicated that Jewell Park was actually found to be overpopulated by deer herds that have grown too large for the area. This has also impacted some of the plant species you would normally find growing, such as saplings. During the day, it seems to be rather peaceful and enchanting, with the sounds of chirping birds echoing and the sun beaming through the blanket of trees overhead. Unfortunately, the reports also indicate that the forest may be struggling to survive due to the recent flooding damage and the invasive and undesirable tree species. It was determined a fire hazard to the city and neighborhoods nearby, with the heavy amounts of thatch and decaying trees accumulating on the forest floor, basically calling it a potential catastrophe waiting to happen. But because of its secluded location and appeal, many people have decided to use their bushcraft skills to build natural shelters throughout the forest. In my hour of hiking, I counted at least 5. Years ago, the park was most known for its horse arena, or rodeo, said to have existed at the location of the current dog park, although it is very difficult to find anything about this online. The further you wander into the forest is when you learn that the place just basically remains a mystery. A tire swing in the middle of nowhere? A destroyed wire fence? A random full-size streetlight? And a tree filled with shoes? Several pairs of Converse. What is going on here? Ribbons or shoelaces tied to trees? At the top of the hill, an abandoned swing set still stands. And next to that, an old gazebo. Providing visitors with a shelter and a fire pit. A good portion of the wood around appears to have already been burned. Not sure who did it. Or what did. If you keep walking to the end of the park, you will eventually see an opening in the chain link fence, leading directly into the back of the next door cemetery. Incidentally, the park is rumored to be haunted by the sights of ghostly apparitions and unexplained footprints. Multiple people have reported seeing heavy mist and experiencing rapid temperature changes, along with the sounds of phantom rodeos and children laughing. None of the hauntings are quite as peculiar as the signs spotted by several visitors. A supposed interdimensional monitoring point, right here in the middle of the park. Word got out about it and quickly spread across the internet, with people begging to know its location so they could see it for themselves. Could it be real? Is this a known portal leading into another dimension? If true, this would explain the unusual sights and sounds, but nobody seems to know for sure. What happened over the years for the forest to suddenly become so abandoned? These questions we may never know the answer to, but one thing I know for sure is that Jewell Park is one of the most peaceful yet mystifying places I've ever explored. That is, in this dimension.